Good morning. It is June 22nd at about 6 in the morning and the sun has just risen.
We're here at Death Valley National Park, both of our first time actually. We drove down yesterday afternoon and this morning.
Happy Pride, everyone.
Southern Utah has a fire going on right now that has created a very beautiful sunset.
The Forsyth Fire. And then from there we traveled from Utah into Arizona for just a little bit, and then through Nevada and Las Vegas, and here we are back in California.
Death Valley is the lowest point in North America.
At an elevation of...
Below, because we don't know it off the top of our head.
Let's head into the park.
So our first official stop here in Death Valley is Zabriski Point. We were just driving down into the death and we're like, hey, there's lots of cars and people.
Wonder what they're looking at.
We are fully decked out in our flip-flops. We're heading up this super intense, crazy trail to get to Zabriski Point. Let's check it out. So our first trail, or I guess our second trail as Zabriski Point counts, the Golden Canyon. Does this look familiar? If you're a Star Wars fan, it should.
Here we are in Tatooine.
This is where R2-D2 was captured by the Jawas, which is 100% why we're doing it. What's perfect is I wore red, so I could be a Jawa, and April wore blue, so she could be R2-D2. Beep, boop, boop, boop.
Beep, boop, boop.
Alright, well we could keep going out, but I think we're gonna go back to the main canyon.
I want to explore a little bit and go up into the rocks. It's beautiful. So fascinating, all the different types of rock.
Safe is sexy. Alright, now we are currently entering into the Badlands.
Dun dun dun! Holy moly.
Yeah, Death Valley's no joke. It's not even 8 a.m. and I'm already starting to sweat really, really bad. Alright, we're gonna head to Manly Beacon before we hit the Red Cathedral. You know what I like about that beacon? It's manly.
We are hiking until we get into the sun again, and then we're gonna head to Red Cathedral.
Sun, it's like instantly 10 degrees hotter. If you come to Death Valley, say even come earlier than we did. So this will be our turnaround point for a little detour out here to Manly Beacon. It's definitely very cool.
It's cool to have been out to Zabriski Point and looked back on this mountain and now to be at the base of it, admiring it. It's deadly cool.
Yeah, the views out here are killer.
And now we'll head off to Red Cathedral.
Look at all the like different like striations and colored stripes and up on the hills. It's so cool.
In case you don't know which way to go, there's rock arrows pointing you in the right direction.
We are both starting to sweat, and even April's sweating, and April never sweats. Little break here in the shade feels so good. two options. You can go in or around. Obviously, we're going in. This is awesome.
Since this area is washed out, I guess you don't need the ladder anymore to get up and over.
Guess not. You can just go under. So we just came from down in this little cool gully thing. And I think this is our turnaround spot.
This is the turnaround spot.
Okay, so we're just gonna head on back to the car and make our way to Badwater Basin.
Badwater Basin.
The lowest of the lowest.
Stunning views, a little more off trail than we thought.
Just a little bit. That was a cool canyon.
It was.
I enjoyed it thoroughly.
I felt like I was transported to another planet.
Yeah, another planet a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. One could say Tatooine. Final stats of the hike.
We did a total distance of 4.45 miles with a moving time of 2 hours and 21 minutes.
And a total elevation gain of 751 feet. All right, let's head to Badwater Basin. All right, we've made it to Badwater Basin. I'm gonna head out onto the boardwalk now. So Badwater Basin is 282 feet below sea level, which doesn't just make it the lowest point in North America, but also the lowest point in all of the Americas by about 151 feet in South America.
How low can you go?
282 feet. But the deepest point on Earth is the Dead Sea, which is over 1,000 feet deep. So if you've been to the Dead Sea, you've been to the lowest point on Earth.
Well, there's actually water here.
Yeah, but it looks pretty bad. Wouldn't want to drink it.
According to some of the signs here, there is a fault line that runs along this area. So there's a tectonic plate that pushes up the mountains here, the Black Mountains, and then the Panamint Mountains behind us here is another tectonic plate. And so if there's a big earthquake that happens between these two plates, Badwater Basin could actually sink lower in elevation.
It's pretty crazy.
Wild. So Jacob, why was the Badwater sent to prison?
Why?
For assault.
Alright, so while we're in the lowest point on the Southwest, we figure, gotta taste it.
Ugh, that tastes bad.
Ew. Leaving Badwater Basin, a little saltier than before we came.
But not unhappy about it. Yeah, we had enough water, but absolutely worth the walk out there. If you can, but bring enough water.
Lowest point in the park at Badwater Basin, -2. You go all the way up to Telescope Peak, which is at 11,049 feet, which is actually a really significant peak. That's actually really tall.
Yes.
And that's all within the park. We'll have to come back and do Telescope Peak sometime.
Absolutely.